All that and more coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's week 2 of this NFL season. A couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just... All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, be a bit of a letdown.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll try to get the running game going. His 1st carry, fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being...
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
Throwing now on third and long. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Third and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but The biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The home team's offense about ready to get going on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before.
That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle, and he will power his way into the end zone. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. It's up and through. And the visitors are out to a 10-0 lead.
Our home team, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. Plenty of scoring already. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third down, 3 to go. They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play, and a first down.
You can kind of sense this defense smells blood in the water. They're able to get to the quarterback on the previous down and thinking, heck, let's do it again. Great timing on this screen play by the play caller. Use the aggressiveness of the defense against them, time up the screen to the back, and pick up a first down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On the ground, it's Davis. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up third and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And his guys are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. A tight end in motion now. The drive will start on the ground, and they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll look to throw here on first down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, second and a yard.
At the 47-yard line.
That finds Samuel working across. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's first and 10.
First down.
A carry here for Reynolds. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give on the ground, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through, shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And his guys are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man.
And he's in. Now for the point after. It's up and good. And the visitors add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. Taking off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game as we're off to Orlando. And we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, faking the give. He'll let one go down the middle.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going from here. I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off.
That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And now here comes the punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the... They'll motion over Samuel. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll send their tight end left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Samuel there to make the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 9-yard gain of
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a toss play, running left. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let him hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the 1st down.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. 1st down picked up as the running game comes through. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
So first off, nice job picking up enough for the 1st down. But I got to be honest, Mike, when he caught it, I thought he was going to put his foot in the ground and get physical and run through contact and try to score. I'm not so sure why he just so quickly ran out of bounds.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys will cut the deficit to 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Go.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This team's offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll turn and hand this one off. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
So now this team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Powerful running there. Stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Call it a gain of 13. And that will be a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one, he's got to have. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They'll come up now for second down. Back to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll tuck it and take off. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Now, on 2nd and long. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's in.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back, Reynolds. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. So, overtime coming up. Not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now a first throw here in overtime. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll try the right side this time. Not much. Second and long coming up. Now, faking the give. This one intercepted. And the visitors are going to get the football at their own 40.
All right, Mike, so think about the spot this defense found themselves in. They know they've got to come up with a stop or a big play somewhere or this game's over. And what do? They go out and get a huge turnover to give their offense the ball and a shot to win this game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. 3rd and 5. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. So now, a big spot coming here. This one to win it in overtime. Now a second timeout called by the defense. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. And he has missed this one. No good. And we will keep going here in overtime.
Such a deflating feeling now on that sideline. Here, you have a shot where you make it, you win. Now your defense has to go back on the field again, and I can guarantee you this is going to be a slow walk back onto that field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now give on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. So now a big spot coming here. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.